So welcome back. This is the third segment on detoxification, and we are talking about the immunity that your body has, the things that we fight, the immune attacks like parasites, fungus, virus, bacteria, and also hormones, weight loss, weight gain, and all these reasons why we need to get rid of the stuff in our body that is holding us back. So when we have toxicity in the cell, and we've already kind of covered this just a tad, but when we have toxicity in the cell, it's going to hold us back because our body goes into what I like to call a panic mode. So in that panic mode, your body is going to hold on to its reserves. What do we have as reserves? It's your fat and your fat management and your excess, energy storage. So when those things need to go, like say in a situation where you've got a hormone imbalance on top of a weight issue, you may need to detoxify down to the cellular level. So yes, you can get some pills, right? You can get some, you can get vitamins, you can get diet pills, you can go on a diet, you can do all kinds of things that may contribute, but in regard to detoxing your body for weight loss, you want to get to the bottom of it.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to be talking about, and we've been talking about. Mm-hmm. So we want to talk about the actual power pack. That's what we left off with last time.
All right.
We want to know, what is the power pack that we need?
Mm-hmm.
There's a handful of things that we need in our back pocket, so to speak, to be able to do this thing. So you need to be under the care, I have to say, but you need to know what to do to get started and to wrap your brain around it so that you can feel empowered and go forward and not feel like you're constantly going back to the same old thing like we all do when we try to lose weight, feel better, get more energy. So the first thing that you totally need is a probiotic. So we talk about probiotics all the time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're talking about good and bad bacteria in the gut. If your gut's not healthy, that's where your immune system lives. So if that's not healthy, your gut's not healthy. Gut's not healthy, immune system's not good. So want to make sure you have a good probiotic to get that balance set. That gives your body less reason to go into panic mode when you're under stress. If you're under stress, what happens? You get toxification in the cells again.
Well, I've seen probiotics that have 60 billion, some that have 250. There's some in the yogurt aisle. How does anybody know which one to choose?
That's why they need to come here. Okay.
Well, hey, I just thought I'd ask because there are all sorts of different ones. There's some that have to be refrigerated, some that are stable on the shelf. So the individual needs to know which probiotic is right for them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So there are, like you say, several different strengths. Some come in a powder, some in liquid, some in yogurt. Yogurt every day is not going to cut it when you're dealing with something more major. So yogurt has a very small amount of probiotic. It's a good amount, but it's not medicinal like when we use it. We want to use a strength that's good enough for what we're fighting off. Mm-hmm. So you have some, like you say, 50 billion, 80 billion, my goodness, what do you need? Well, it all depends on the person and the situation at hand. If you're going to go off and get a very low dose probiotic, you're probably going to be using that, and it's going to be like sugar water. It's just not going to do a whole lot for you because you've got a bigger fish to fry. So if you've got an immune issue, you need to have something that's catered to you. And the way to do that is you come in, we talk to you, we tell you which one do you need is the best fit. Otherwise, you waste your time and your money.
That's it.
Nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time for that.
Nobody. Okay, so the other thing besides a probiotic is you need drainage. If you don't, like when you say, oh my goodness, my legs and my feet are just rolling up. Well, you need something to get rid of that because that's toxic as well.
Okay. So that builds up, and the drainers, how do the drainers help get rid of that?
The drainers are going to work with your lymphatic system. You've got a lymphatic system that is constantly working towards keeping your body doing well with its elimination and in its detoxification ability. So you want to be able to flush out the things that don't belong. And sometimes we get a little swollen. Sometimes we have things that contribute, excess salt in the diet. Maybe we're on medications that contribute to that. So we can have that working again. So we got to have a good lymphatic system. Our liver needs help detoxifying, and we want to flush that out. So drainage is really key. If you take an antiparasitic or an antiviral, or an antibacterial, whichever one. If you don't pair it with a drainer during detoxification, you're not going to get the results you want to get as fast as you want them. Therefore, you're going to be in a sticky spot longer than you want to be.
Longer, yes, I can see where that's the problem. That lymphatic system is amazing. The whole nodes and how it cleans our central cerebrospinal fluid. It's just incredible. So the drainer is what'll help keep the swelling down, and it'll help eliminate the waste of the byproduct of breaking down whatever the bugs are.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Just like if you have a high sugar diet and you're looking to, and you figured out because you came and you heard us talk, and you figured out that sugar actually causes parasites to grow, feeds them, and also fungus the same way. I mean, you're going to just be equipping your body with things that, in regard to excessive amounts of bread, dairy, and sugar, you're going to be equipping your body with things that just aren't good for you during that process. So yeah, the drainer is there to put in place to help your kidneys and get that support you need to flush all that out. In the meanwhile, you can get very, very upset in the digestive tract with detox. And some of that is going to feel somewhat normal and some of it's not. So you want to have something that's going to soothe that GI tract. So we have a lot of things here we use. One of the best ones, this is another part of your arsenal you need. We talked about probiotic. We talked about drainer. We need a drainer or some type of drainage. Third thing, aloe vera is a great option. So you can use liquid aloe vera, you can use a tablet, gel cap, whatever fits, but that is another way just to give you some soothing relief from the bloating and the gas and all the nasty.
Well, I can tell you firsthand that aloe vera is great. Whether or not you have these other bug problems, I've used it for other issues, and it really does soothe, and its effects are long lasting, and you don't need a whole lot either.
No.
Yeah.
No, especially if you're going to do it in liquid form. And we usually will decide to dosage that by teaspoon, sometimes by drops.
Okay.
So, and a lot of people find it beneficial to keep it in the fridge. It just goes down better, makes you feel better. So while you're getting rid of the problem down deep and you're detoxing, you're losing weight, whatever the thing is, you've got some symptomatic relief there with the aloe vera. So that's good. That mixed with the probiotic can give you a much quicker response, like in a matter of hours, than if you just did the aloe vera by itself or you just did the probiotic by itself. Put those two together.
Yeah. And this is where the value of having someone who looks out for you as an individual really does come into play, because you're not just bouncing off your symptoms on someone who may not be as interested in you and your problems as you would like. You just go down to the corner store, but there you have someone who's really willing to take the time, keep track, and make sure that you're on track. And then giving you tips like this, like who would know that aloe vera would be a soother to the digestive tract after going through some sort of toxic experience. So yeah, and that's why we value these moments where we give the health tips, because I'm pretty sure there's someone out there that really needs to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely. We see it every day and at work. We see people come in every single day, and it's whether it's, oh, I've got the sniffles and my sinuses, oh, it's flu season, or I was around someone, I think I caught something, or I just really can't lose the weight, or I'm so tired all the time, I don't even know, what do I do? My back hurts all the time. Well, detox is part of that, getting your gut balance, building up your immunity, getting chiropractic care, making sure your spine, your nervous system is in check all the time, and just being responsible with that. That's what we're here to do, to help you do. And so another common question we get, and this is the last part of this, but is if you're detoxifying, is that harmful to you if you're on medications? Well, you have a provider that you see that gives you prescriptive medications. We don't do that. But when you come here and you let us know, what's going on, what are you taking, how long you've been taking it, we can sort of help offset some of the negative that some of the medication side effects can give you. So even with that, we're here to help you do that. The worst thing for you to do is to go down to a neighborhood herb shop that doesn't have somebody who can actually educate you and grab something off the shelf, because you might be wasting your time and money. It may not be strong enough. It may be a contraindication to what you're taking that your physician gave you. So it's really important. You need to get over here, call our number, check us out, leave us a comment, something.
Yeah,
okay?
Do that. See you next time.